Don't eat anything. My husband's hand closed around my wrist just as I reached for the caprese skewers. I laughed, pulling back slightly. Babe, it's just mozzarella and tomatoes. Maya. His voice dropped to a whisper. I'm serious. Your sister poisoned it. I'm standing in my sister's backyard, surrounded by my entire family, and my husband just said the word poisoned. But here's the thing, nobody else heard him. They're all watching me with expectant smiles, waiting for me to take that first bite. My sister Sloane stands at the head of the table in her white sundress, looking like the perfect hostess. The perfect sister. The one who tried so hard to fix our relationship while I'm the career-obsessed one who abandoned the family. And this party? This peace gathering for Maya? It was supposed to be my redemption. Except 30 seconds ago, I heard my sister whisper to my mom in the kitchen, this time, she'll regret coming here. Now there's a plate in front of me with something in it that could destroy me. But if I don't eat, if I stand up and accuse her in front of 30 people, I'll ruin another family event. So I have two choices, eat the food and trust my sister, or become the villain they already think I am. I'm Maya. I'm 31, a crisis communications manager from Dallas. My whole job is to spot disasters before they happen, but somehow I never saw this one coming. Not for my own sister. Not in front of my entire family. Comment below where you're watching from. If your family ever made you the villain, drop a heart emoji. 3 weeks earlier, the invitation arrived. Heavy cream cardstock, the kind that costs extra. Gold calligraphy that caught the light. A peace gathering for Maya, because family matters most. Sloane hadn't used my name in 8 months. Just she in conversations with Mom. She's too busy. She doesn't care. She thinks she's better than us. None of it true. All of it believed. Then her text came. 2 a.m. I miss you. I know I've been awful. Can we fix this? I stared at those words for 20 minutes. Because underneath all the hurt, I missed her too. I missed the sister who used to braid my hair before school. Who taught me to ride a bike. Who promised we'd always have each other's backs. I texted back. I'd really like that. Her response was immediate. The party is my way of showing everyone we're okay. That I was wrong about you. Please come. For the first time in months, something loosened in my chest. Jake said I shouldn't go. He was right about Thanksgiving, when Sloane told everyone I was too career-obsessed to help plan Mom's birthday. Complete lie I'd offered 3 times. But I was exhausted from being the bad daughter. And I wanted my sister back. So I said yes, hoping this time would be different. Saturday afternoon, we pulled up to Tyler's rental at 2 p.m. 7 cars already lined the driveway. The smell of grilled meat and fresh-cut grass hit me as I stepped out. Jake grabbed my hand before I could walk to the door.
Wait. Look.
Through the kitchen window, Tyler and Sloane. Heads together. Her handing him something small. His face serious, nodding. They both glanced toward the driveway, then Tyler disappeared deeper into the kitchen. That was weird, Jake muttered. They're probably just. I'm keeping my phone out. Sloane opened the door before we could knock. White sundress. Beach waves. Red lipstick that matched her nails perfectly. Maya. You came. Her perfume, the same one she'd worn since high school, wrapped around me. Mom said you almost canceled. I'd confirmed yesterday. Inside, everyone turned. The air conditioning raised goosebumps on my arms. Mom hugged me and whispered, "This means everything to Sloane." Not to me.
To Sloane.
But when I pulled back, Sloane squeezed my hand. Just for a second. Her palm was warm, slightly damp. Like she used to when we were kids, and one of us was nervous. Maybe she really did want this. The backyard was magazine perfect. Farmhouse table. String lights that would glow at sunset. My name in gold calligraphy at the head. Sloane clinked her glass. The sharp ring cut through the conversation. Thank you all for being here. I know things between Maya and me have been difficult. But family is everything. And I love my sister. She looked directly at me. I'm sorry for making you feel unwelcome. You've always belonged here. I swallowed. Hard. Was this real? But something in her smile didn't reach her eyes. A plate appeared. Caprese skewers. Prosciutto-wrapped melon. All my favorites. Sloane made those special, Mom whispered. That's when Jake leaned in. Don't eat anything. You're being paranoid, Maya. It's mozzarella. What could go wrong? I stood. I need the bathroom. The bathroom was through the kitchen. I was washing my hands, cold water running over my wrists, when I heard voices. Worried she'll leave early, Mom was saying. She won't. Sloane's voice turned cold. Sharp. Nothing like the sister who'd squeezed my hand. I made sure of it. What does that mean? Nothing she doesn't deserve. She thinks she's so perfect. Well, everyone's about to see who she really is. The skewer slipped from my fingers. It hit the tile floor with a wet smack. The 2 a.m. text. The apology. The hand squeeze. All of it was a lie. Jake was right. I found Jake in the hallway. My knees wanted to buckle. We're leaving.
Now.
Tyler blocked the side gate. Leaving already? You haven't eaten yet. Jake's not feeling well. That's too bad. His smile didn't move. Sloane worked really hard on that food. Especially yours. Tyler wasn't on it. Maya. Sloane's voice cut through the backyard like a knife. The conversation stopped mid-sentence. Everyone turned. She stood on the porch, face red, arms crossed. Where are you going? Jake's sick. No, he's not. You're leaving because you can't stand not being the center of attention. Gasps rippled through the crowd. I heard you. In the kitchen. Talking to Mom. Sloane's face changed. What? I heard you say I'd regret coming here. What did you do to the food, Sloane? Dead silence. Sloane's eyes went wide. Then her face crumpled. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, you do. No. You're insane. Mom. Tell her. She was flipping it. Making me the crazy one. Mom stepped forward. Honey, maybe you misheard. I didn't mishear. Planned what? Sloane screamed. What did I plan? To make you food. She turned to the crowd, tears streaming. This is what I deal with. I try so hard. And she makes me into a villain. People nodded. I just wanted one nice day, she sobbed. But she can't even give me that. Aunt Carol glared at me. You should be ashamed. Get out of my house. Get out of my life. Jake pulled me to the car. Nobody followed. Nobody believed me. 3 blocks away, my hands were still shaking. He grabbed his phone. Look at this. A photo. Grainy, but clear. Tyler in the kitchen. Standing over plates. Holding a dropper bottle. Clear liquid dripping onto food. My food. Jake had evidence. When did you take this? Right after we walked in. You went to hug your mom. I saw him through the doorway, standing over those plates with that bottle. Same one Sloane handed him outside. I had a feeling. The plates had name cards. Mine was visible. My sister didn't want peace. She wanted revenge for a crime I never committed. We have to tell someone. Who? Your family just watched you make a scene. Who's going to believe you? Then what do? We fight back. Monday morning, I called Whitney, my college roommate, food safety inspector for Dallas County. She called back in 8 minutes. That's a dropper bottle. Could be anything. But if you filed a report, I could investigate. I could fight back. The phone trembled against my ear. This was my sister. Filing a report meant police. Charges. But she'd tried to hurt me. Planned it. And would have succeeded if Jake hadn't been watching. Would they know I reported it? Anonymous tips are anonymous. I filed the report that afternoon. For the first time in 8 months, I chose myself over keeping the peace. Wednesday at 3 p.m., my phone exploded. 23 calls from Mom. Sloane's text. You called the health department. Are you psychotic? Whitney called that night. They found 3 unmarked dropper bottles hidden in a drawer. I pulled strings to get them tested immediately, called in a favor at the lab. Results came back an hour ago. Her voice went dark. Maya, sit down. Bottle 1. Ipecac syrup. Causes severe vomiting within 30 minutes. Everything went sideways. I gripped the edge of the counter. Bottle 2. Artificial food coloring mixed with cayenne extract. Would have stained your mouth bright blue. The cayenne would have burned. Bottle 3. Visine. Eye drops. Maya. In food, it causes severe nausea, blurred vision, breathing problems. In the wrong dose, it's dangerous. My sister wanted to hospitalize me. This wasn't embarrassment. This was assault. You can press charges. This is assault with intent to harm. That night, I sat in the shower fully clothed, water running until it went cold. The 2 a.m. text played on repeat. I miss you. She typed those words while planning to poison me. When I finally came out, Jake had made tea. Didn't say a word. Just sat with me while I stared at nothing. Because knowing your sister tried to hospitalize you, there's no immediate reaction. Just a vast, cold emptiness where love used to live. The next day, I drove to Mom's house. The drive felt longer than it was. She opened the door with swollen eyes. I showed her Jake's photo. That's Tyler putting something in my food. That could be anything. It was ipecac, cayenne extract, and Visine. The health department tested it. I showed her the report. Her face went white. Sloan planned to make me violently sick in front of everyone. Blue-stained mouth. Vomiting. Maybe worse. Also, everyone would think I was crazy. You need to decide whose side you're on. Mom started crying. You're both my daughters. I know, but one tried to poison the other. So you have to choose. Mom didn't choose me. Well, you must have done something to make her snap like this. I stood up slowly. My chair scraped against the linoleum. Okay. Maya, wait.
No, Mom.
I get it. Sloane's the victim. Always. I walked to the door. Tell Sloane I'm pressing charges. Mom's face crumbled. You can't do that to your sister. Watch me. The charges were filed Friday. Sloane was arrested Monday. Tyler too. Mom called 92 times. I answered none. My boss called me into her office Tuesday. Maya, are you okay? I'd been staring at my computer for 40 minutes without typing. I'm fine. She closed the door. No, you're not.
Take some time.
Real time. I took 2 weeks. Stayed home. Wore the same sweatpants for 3 days.
Cried.
Didn't cry. Felt everything and nothing. Jake took time off too. Didn't hover. Just existed beside me. I keep thinking about the hand squeeze, I told him one night. At the door. It felt real. Maybe it was real in that moment. People can hold 2 truths. She might have missed you and still wanted to hurt you. That's worse somehow. 3 days later, a certified letter arrived. From Sloane's lawyer. Cease and desist. Defamation. $500,000 in damages.
The DA laughed.
Standard defense tactic. They're trying to scare you into dropping charges. Don't. I hung up. Something hardened behind my ribs. Not fear. Anger. She'd poisoned food meant for me. Got arrested. And was now threatening to sue me for telling the truth. Let her think it's working, I told Jake. Let her think I'm scared. Because I wasn't anymore. Then Sloane's lawyer released a statement to local media. This is a vendetta orchestrated by her estranged sister, who has exhibited increasingly unstable behavior. It went viral. The comments were brutal. Maya looks miserable. No wonder she's jealous. I read every comment. Let each one land. Then deleted all social media. Not because I was ashamed. Because I was done performing for people who'd already decided I was the villain. A week before the hearing, Mom showed up at my office. Please drop the charges.
No.
She's my daughter. She made a mistake. She tried to poison me, Mom. That's not a mistake. That's a crime. She's falling apart. Talking about hurting herself. That's manipulation. And you're falling for it again. What if I lose her? Then that's her choice. Not mine. Mom started crying. I'm begging you. I know. And I'm still saying no. Choosing yourself feels like betrayal when you've spent your whole life choosing everyone else first. The preliminary hearing came 2 weeks later. I wore navy. Hair back. No jewelry. The courtroom smelled like floor polish and old wood. Sloane wore soft pink, loose curls, doe eyes. She looked like the victim. The prosecution started with Jake's photo. Tyler over the plates. Dropper bottle visible. Then Whitney's testimony. The contents. The danger. Then text messages between Sloane and Tyler, recovered from his phone. Make sure it's her plate. She thinks she's too good for us. Time to show everyone who she really is. Then Tyler took the stand. And he flipped. The prosecutor asked him directly, "Why did you do this?" Tyler's voice was quiet.
Sloane asked me to.
She gave me the bottles. Told me which plates. Said it would just embarrass Maya. I loved her. She talked about Maya constantly, how perfect she was, how successful, how everyone loved her more. She wanted to destroy that. Did you know what was in those bottles?
No.
She said food coloring and something to make her sick. I didn't know about the Visine. I didn't know it was dangerous. I watched Sloane's face crumble as Tyler spoke. She mouthed traitor across the courtroom. And I just stared. Not satisfaction. Not vindication. Just cold certainty that I'd done the right thing. In the hallway during recess, Mom found me. "Maya, please," she said. I kept walking. "Maya." I stopped. "What?" "I'm sorry." I believed her. For years. And I was wrong.
Yes.
You were. I don't know how to fix this. You can't.
Please.
You're my daughter. I looked at her. So is Sloane. But you chose her. Every time. Every fight. Every moment I needed you. I know. So now I'm choosing me. The verdict came 3 days later.
Guilty.
Assault. Reckless endangerment. Conspiracy. Sloane got 18 months suspended. 3 years probation. Tyler got 12 months. I walked out of that courtroom and the Texas sun hit my face. Bright, hot, unforgiving. And I realized I was smiling. Not because Sloane was convicted. Because I was finally free. Local news ran the story. This time the comments shifted. Maya was telling the truth. Aunt Carol texted, "I'm sorry." 3 cousins unblocked me. I read every apology. Then deleted them all. Because I didn't need their validation anymore. Freedom doesn't happen all at once. It comes in waves. The first wave hit me outside that courtroom. The second came 6 months later, when Jake and I moved to Austin. New jobs. New city. Fresh start. Nobody there knew about the Poison Peace Party. We could just be Maya and Jake. Just us. We bought a small house with a backyard. Planted tomatoes and herbs that smelled like summer when you brushed against them. Had friends over for dinner parties where nobody worried about the food. I laughed at Jake's terrible jokes. Danced in the kitchen while cooking. Slept through entire nights without nightmares. Simple things. Beautiful things. Things I'd forgotten I was allowed to have. Mom visits once a month. We're rebuilding slowly. She's in therapy now, learning about golden child syndrome and scapegoat dynamics. It's not easy. Some days I still resent her. But she's trying. Really trying. We don't talk about Sloane. Last I heard, she moved back home. Works retail. Lives in her childhood bedroom, surrounded by high school trophies. Can't get a real job. Background checks show the conviction. She's frozen in time while I moved forward. Last week, a letter arrived from Sloane. No return address. Just her handwriting, the same loopy cursive from birthday cards. "I'm sorry for everything. I was jealous. I was hurting. I know that doesn't excuse what I did. I'm in therapy now. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know I'm trying to be better." I read it 3 times. Jake found me staring at it. "What does it say?" he asked.
She's sorry.
She's in therapy. She's trying. Do you believe her? I folded the letter and put it in a drawer. Maybe she is trying. Maybe she is sorry. But that doesn't mean I owe her anything. Jake kissed my forehead.
No.
It doesn't. I don't owe her my forgiveness. I don't owe her my time. She wanted my life so badly, she tried to destroy me to get it. But she failed. Now I'm VP of my department. Jake and I bought a house. We're talking about kids. My life is full. Peaceful.
Mine.
And Sloane? She's exactly where she put herself. Living in the ruins of the bridges she burned. That's not my problem. It's just the consequence of her choices. 3 weeks ago, Mom called. Sloane wants to see you, she said.
No. She's in therapy.
Making amends. She wants to apologize. Tell her to write it in a journal. Maya.
Mom.
I don't care if she's sorry.
I don't care if she's changed.
She tried to hurt me, and I will never give her another chance. Long silence. Then Mom's voice came back, softer. I understand. And if I were you, I wouldn't forgive me either. Do you really?
Yes.
And I don't blame you. That was the last time we discussed Sloane. And the first time Mom chose me. There's a photo on my desk. Me and Jake at Big Bend. Both grinning. Sunset behind us. Someone asked me once if I regretted pressing charges. I said no, not even a little. Because Sloane didn't just try to embarrass me. She tried to erase me. Tried to rewrite me as the villain in everyone's story. And I refused to let her. The girl who walked into that party, believing her sister wanted peace?
She died that day.
The woman who walked out? She's stronger. Colder.
Free.
And Sloane will never understand that the person she tried to destroy was the one who survived. Not in spite of her, but because she finally learned who deserved her loyalty. Not the people who shared her blood. The people who had her back.